What's going on, everybody? You know, I was wrong last night. You know, kudos to David Benavidez. Hard work, dedication. Did a lot of stuff that a lot of us don't have enough discipline to do. Lose all that weight. Come in at 166. You're not right out at the line. You get in there. You did what you said you was gonna do. You didn't knock out Caleb, but you did what you said you was gonna do. Later rounds, you did start to pummel up on him. Beat up on him. You know, and I put my foot in my own mouth last night. You know what I mean? I could have swore, Caleb was going to come in. He was going to show everybody something that we didn't see. I mean, that that he was just going to show everybody something that a breakdown in David's game that other people didn't see. But, I got, round one, I see David in there, head moving, not just walking forward. He feinting, jabbing, going to the body, just was moving and I was thinking, maybe losing all that weight, he would have been weak. He would have been, not as, just a shell of himself. And he wasn't, you know what I mean? They squashed the beef like men. Some people still talk their little shit after, whatever, but nobody's mad, nobody's upset. Caleb will be back. I don't know what's next for him. You lost the two top guys. It's like, what's next? Go up, go down? But Caleb is at 30. He's 30 years old. If Caleb wants to make it back to the next, to this top level and stay up here, he can't come back and be like a Tony Harris. You can't let these people in boxing turn your career into hey, you got to go past Caleb to get to the next level, to get to Benavidez, to get to Canelo. Caleb Plant, don't let these people do that. Do not just be some formidable veteran opponent that's at the top that these young guys just got to walk through to get to where they're trying to go. You know what I mean? Get your rest, chill, and get back to the top. You know what I mean? Heal up, get back in the gym, be ready. You know what I mean? This was a big fight. It took a lot of balls to beat your last fight to be Canelo, Darrell, David. That takes a lot of balls. But, back to giving Benavidez his props, he did his thing. Came in there. It wasn't a landslide. A lot of people said later in the rounds, boom, he was going to beat him. But it wasn't a landslide. It was unanimous. He won that. But it wasn't a landslide. You know what I mean? In the beginning. But, you're here now. This is the big moment. You got to stay disciplined, David. You got to be ready. You got to, get after it. Get to it. I feel like the fight, the complaining about the ref and stuff, and I seen some of the stuff that you were saying. I did. But, you got to fight through it, and you did. You know what I mean? I don't feel like the ref was trying to, give Caleb stuff. I feel like some of the stuff he was doing, it could have been a little bit excessive. You're steadily stopping me. I'm just trying to bang. I get that. But, to say he should have stopped the fight and other stuff like that, nah, Caleb, he went out on his shield. You know what I mean? He went out a warrior, you know what I mean? And, he was there all those 12 rounds. He might have been drunk a little bit. You had him drunk a little bit a couple rounds. You heard him a couple times. But, he stood his ground. And so, I just look at it like, hey, you did what you had to do. What's next? You know what I mean? Shout out to David. You know what I mean? I'm telling YouTube, telling the community, for the people that did see my video, people that didn't, whatever, who watch, whether you watch, you don't. I was wrong, I put my foot in my mouth, David came out on top. Congrats to you. See the boys right here with me. They stay with me, you know what I mean? They ain't going nowhere. I will be posting the full fight of David Benavidez versus Plant. I keep getting copyright struck, which I don't know why. You know what I mean? I paid for it. This fight was on my TV, on my TV that I watched and paid for. So I feel like I had the right to post it. So it will be getting posted up, the full fight for people to see for themselves. But, shout out to David.